With a line of action figures reminiscent to the 70s Kenner Star Wars action figure line. Say that 5 times fast. The company Super 7 has a line of reaction action figures that most everybody in the collecting communities is well aware of. With licensing and properties ranging from horror to He-Man to Street Fighter, they are putting out some excellent action figures. Super 7, please get the rights to Mortal Kombat. I need a reaction reptile in my collection right now. I'm your host Travis, and on this week's episode of Save Toys, we're going to be taking a look at my Reaction Super 7 Slime Pit He-Man, donated to the Save Toys channel by Save Toys Premium member Andrew Radcliffe. We're going to be heading over to the review booth and seeing what makes this action figure so special. Just like Santa Claus on December 25th, another episode of Save Toys come and gone. We're here in the review booth, and right off the bat, you see that I've got my Slime Pit He-Man displayed next to some of my other Super 7 Skeletors, including my regular Skeletor on the right with the Havoc staff, and my Battle Armor Skeletor to the left with his sword. I picked up those 2 Skeletors from my local action figure store, Retro Reboot. Dan, the owner, and his staff, they're awesome to deal with. The prices are great, and just a lot of selection when you walk into the store. To the right, we have my Slime Pit He-Man. I picked him up off of eBay for around $25. You can also find him on Big Bad Toy Store for about the same price when you pay the shipping. I'm going to open this action figure, but every time I see an action figure with such attention to detail on the package, it's like climbing a mountain. I know I've got to do it. I know this is what we're here to see, but it just breaks my heart to do so. Very quickly, you can notice that the package is unpunched, and it's just beautiful with this picture of Slime Pit He-Man on the side here, and the Castle Grayskull in the background. Now, I'm going to pause it right quick and kind of get a better look at this package before we open it. Now, the back of the action figure packaging is very reminiscent of the mini comics that used to come in He-Man figures years ago. I think that's what they're trying to call back to. And very briefly too, I want to point out the 14 and above label that's here and on the front of the packaging from the previous scene that you just saw. These are clearly not toys, not to be played with. They're made to be collected by adults and displayed, definitely. Now, the point you've all been waiting for, we're gonna open this package. Here's the figure out of the package with all its translucent plastic beauty. There are places that you can literally see right through this figure. I have him in a I have the power sword position, but I really can't get it into that full position as he is very limited on articulation. His neck, his arms, and his legs, and that's it. But that's really not where this action figure shines. It's in the detail in a figure scaled down this small. Now, I'm gonna try to get it in frame. And for instance, his boots, let's see if there we go. His boots, you can see some of the detail in them, but more importantly, you can feel it. He does have 2 peg holes on the bottom of his feet, got his loincloth and his man's ear with the red paint on the cross and on the dots going up the side. They really did good there. I like the belt. Now, one complaint I have on mine is on the right side of the bracelets here, the gauntlets, if you will, they wrap all the way around his arm. On the other side, they do not. Now, I'm not sure if that's with every figure. It may be just with mine. The power sword is amazing. They really scaled it down very nice. The detail on the neck, you can actually see the muscles there in his neck. This is a really good figure, and when I first saw this line, I really didn't like it, but after I got my couple Skeletors, I began to fall in love, and this one has taken me into a full-blown love of this kind of action figure. I dare to say I probably will be getting more. Now, I have a few more words about this action figure over in the Nerd Cave, so we'll head over there and wrap this episode up. Now, I know this line isn't real bulky with mass with a lot of articulation. That's not what Super 7 is going for with this particular line. They're going for an action figure reminiscent to what many of us played with as kids. The real vintage feel that calls us back to nostalgia of our youth. And to be honest with you, that's really why I collect a lot of these action figures today. It's a way of holding on to my youth with some of the fond memories that I had growing up. I hope you really enjoyed this episode of Save Toys. Like and subscribe to us here at the Save Toys YouTube channel, and in the comments let us know what you think so we can kind of know how to steer this channel as we grow. Thank you for subscribing. Many of you that already have. We're at 75 and still growing. It's fantastic. So this week's episode is over, but there's another one coming for you next week. So I'll see you then, and remember, until next time, if you like it, collect it.